Hey, my name's Nate, and I'm an engineering student at the University of Utah. So one day I was hanging out with my friend Jack, and while we were talking, we came to the realization that you don't have to be in elementary school to do science fair projects. And all of a sudden, a whole new world was opened up to us. We both like science, we both like learning, and so we thought it'd be a cool idea to do a science fair experiment, even though we're in college. We were trying to come up with what we should do, and Jack told me that he knew of a really disgusting drinking fountain on campus. It was in the basement of the library. It was covered in mineral deposits and gross stuff, and it was really crusty. So Jack had the idea to take some petri dishes and then take samples of this drinking fountain and see what kind of bacteria or whatever we could find from it. I had the idea to take that even further and to find places all over campus, places we thought would be the dirtiest places on campus, and see how they stacked up against each other, and maybe see what different kinds of bacteria or whatever were in different places, and maybe even find what place was the dirtiest place on campus. After we took our bacteria samples and let them grow for 2 weeks, we took them to our friend Calista, who had access to a lab on campus with microscopes and things like that. And we got to take a look at all the nasty bacterias and funguses and fungi that we had found on it. And we took pictures of each of them, and that's what we've got.
All right, Jack, so what are we doing today?
So right now we're walking around to different places on campus. We're trying to find the dirtiest places we can and swabbing them with Q-tips, rubbing them on petri dishes that we have full with gelatin, see what kind of bacteria grows. So,
Sweet. What do you think is going to be the dirtiest spot?
I think that drinking fountain in the library is going to be pretty gross.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I guess we'll see.
Okay.
So we didn't have a great way to record what we were seeing through the microscope, unfortunately, but I did have a couple macro lenses that I could take some somewhat close pictures with of the samples. And so kind of as I describe those, I'll just throw those up on screen and show you the pictures we took. We had a hard time quantifying what exactly the dirtiest petri dish was. But we thought it'd be somewhere between quantity of stuff on the petri dish and the variety of stuff. And really we could only see different colors. From what we saw, from the growth that we observed, the drinking fountains were the dirtiest. They both had a lot of variety and they were almost covered in stuff. And so those seemed to be the very dirtiest. Kind of what was surprising to me was the business building. From the time I've spent in the business building, it seems like there's always people on the elevators, going in and out of bathrooms. It seems like there's the most people in that building. And so I thought it was gonna be just the dirtiest. But surprisingly, it had the least amount of growth. I really thought that it would be way dirtier than that, but I guess they do a really good job cleaning. And I guess that shows how effective cleaning is. At the end of this project, I don't know what I was expecting at the end of it. I mean, I was definitely surprised by the business building being the cleanest and how clean it was. Everything else, I mean, I knew there was going to be growth on everything because there's bacteria everywhere. And that's kind of the takeaway I got from this. And maybe the takeaway you should get too is that don't think of it as how dirty that stuff is, but think of how amazing your immune system is that it's able to take care of all these things before they can grow inside of you. That's what I think is amazing, is like these things are there whether we can see them or not. It's just really cool that our bodies are able to take care of all these things when they're small and we don't even have to think about it. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this little video we put together. We had a lot of fun making it. It was kind of nice to have like a little adventure that we did on campus. We got some weird looks. We definitely weirded some people out when we were sampling from the drinking fountains that they were drinking out of.
Is that safe to drink out of?
Well, yeah.
I don't know, it was really fun, and we definitely want to do more stuff like this. So if you have any ideas for science-y testing, experimenting kind of stuff that you want to see happen, leave it in the comments. We're excited to do more stuff like this. So thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.